Christopher Raymond is one of several principals and head teachers in Morobe who are struggling to keep their schools running with limited funding. And this is because TFF funds have seen a decrease since the first year of implementation in 2013.
The total in itself is actually has dropped also. In terms of funding, the money is actually coming in drips and drabs. It's not always coming in a big amount and at once. In a year, we probably receive about disbursements 4 times in a year.
Also, there has been a great deal of uncertainty as to when the funds will be paid.
In fact, for many schools in our province here, they just can't even plan well. And after money is exhausted, they start going into what they call denial, getting credits from service providers and so forth. And when the money does come again, it just goes into those. But
last year was perhaps the most difficult year for education institutions in Morobe. Many schools didn't get the full amounts promised for the TFF. Lae Secondary is one of the biggest schools in Lae City with over 1,000 students. Until 2013, parents paid 1,200 kina for students in lower grades and 1,600 for grades 11 and 12. The school was relatively self-sufficient, raising close to 1 million kina every year internally before seeking funding from government sources. When the tuition fee-free policy came into effect in 2013, the fees required from parents were slashed by half as per the policy. Yesterday at a parents and teachers meeting, Mr. Raymond made it clear that the Principals and Head Teachers Conference had resolved to charge fees at the beginning of the year to avoid any delays. He's also made it clear that they stand ready for any disciplinary backlash for appearing to go against the government's free education policy.
In Morobe, yes, there already talks about some of our principals being questioned and then eventually for whatever, charged and suspension or whatever, okay. But we feel that we have not done anything wrong.
Chris Raymond is only one of a handful of principals who have spoken out about the funding shortage. Many other principals and head teachers have raised similar concerns but are too afraid to speak out publicly for fear of disciplinary action by provincial and national education authorities. But those who have spoken out have made no secret of the fact that they are indeed having difficulty.
So we can commit a contractor to build a classroom when we don't get the money, actual money. We need to have that.
You're talking about the basics. But what about the classrooms where the kids go to sit?
Scott Waide, National EMTV News, Lae.